This is Cheyenne Valentine. I'm back today again with a new episode. Today's episode, I have a question. Why are so many men mad that Scottie Pippen's wife has divorced him? Or let me be correct. Either she's filed for a divorce or they're separated or something like that. But they're basically separating. So I think that she filed for divorce. Okay, people get divorced every day. I'm not gonna say every day, but people get married. Always, every month somebody's probably getting married, and every month somebody's probably getting a divorce. We live in a world full of billions of people, so I don't see divorce is sad to me, but I feel that, and this is just my opinion, I'm noticing most of these videos by black men who are very upset that she's divorcing him, or that they are divorcing. They keep talking about she cheated with Future, and she's in her 40s and she's over the hill, but she wanted to get out of the marriage before she looked, ugly. And since she still looks okay, she wants to get out and date the man she really wanted, and that she only married him for his money. And some of these men are even saying that Scottie Pippen doesn't have the money he used to because he's retired. And they're saying that he's ugly, which I don't actually think Scottie Pippen's ugly, but that's just my opinion. I didn't say he looks like a model, but he's not ugly to me. I don't know. To me, he's just not ugly. But anyway, they're saying he's ugly, and I think he's older than her too, and saying the money's dried up, so she just wanted to get married for the bag, and now she wants to now date the man she really wanted. And my thing is, okay, so what? People might say, what? So what? Okay, you have men who impregnate women. You have some men, rather, who impregnate women, tell them that they love them, impregnate them, and then refuse to be with the woman, take care of the kid. I've known men who actually, when the woman put him on child support, he actually quit his 9-to-5 regular job and decided to sell dope because the money couldn't be traced, because he did not want to take care of his kids that bad. Okay, I've known men who's had multiple women and was juggling them, and the women didn't know about the other one. I mean, it's been men I've known that have actually, this is a true story. It was a guy that was sleeping with a woman. They weren't boyfriend and girlfriend, but they were. She probably thought they were, but they wasn't. But she was over his house. They had just got done, I guess, having sex, and her sister spent the night, and the sister was in the living room, and he came in the living room and told the sister, "Oh, let's have sex." And she said, "Are you serious?" He said, "Yeah." Excuse me, and went around bragging about it. Okay. Those are just some examples of some things that some men have done, and some men do. Not all men, but some have did what I just said. And we can go. It's other things that some guys have done. You have some men who also marry for what the woman has. I know a guy. He happens to be white. His wife is biracial. He worked at McDonald's. He was 40 years old, sleeping on his friend's couch. A white guy, and his future wife used to come into the restaurant a lot, and he ended up changing his shift, and he didn't get her number, so some kind of way she got his number, and they ended up getting married. I think she makes about maybe $70,000 a year, or when they got together she made about $70,000, but she's a plus size woman. And he said she will buy him things and whatnot, and he moved into her house where she pays most of the bills. He might pay like not a phone, but he might pay maybe the electric bill or something, and that's all she's requiring of him. And she even complains to him that they don't have sex enough. Okay, so she basically paid for a guy. So men go dig too, and I'm tired of people making it seem like men don't do this. The reason why you don't have as many men, quote unquote, gold diggers, because you do have them, but you don't have as many, is because I think it's from what I've heard, and men have told me this, even my father says it's hard for them to be with a woman that they're not sexually attracted to just for what she has, not because they're so moral and full of integrity. It's just because the man, not to be graphic, during intercourse his penis has to get hard. So if he doesn't find the woman at all attractive, it's going to be difficult for him to get hard, from my understanding, and then to penetrate her. So with a woman, she can lay down with a ooga wooga and he can still enter her vagina. Her vagina might not get wet, but it'll let him in there if you do some lubricant, but she's just not gonna be turned on. But the guy has to get turned on in order to even penetrate her. So for men, it's really important for them to like how the woman looks who he's with. And So I think that's the main reason why. And the other main reason why these men don't so-called gold dig is because a significant amount of women are not going to take care of a guy. I know I'm not. A significant amount of women is not going to take care of a dude just because he's cute and pay his bills just because he's cute. No, she's not going to do that. And she's not going to do that for some penis, because she could get penis from anybody. So what's the point of giving him money for penis when she get penis for free? Women get penis thrown at them every time they walk outside. So why would she give a dude money and take care of him just so he can be with her when she get any guy to be with her? I mean, at least sexually she can. So that's the first thing I want to target. Okay, these men want to get upset at women who are allegedly getting married for the bag. So let's get into it. We all know that life isn't fair, right? It's not fair. But people try to find loopholes. Am I correct? So a lot of men are upset about this woman divorcing her husband, but what are you upset about? Because it's been a couple women that have divorced celebrity men in the last year. And I know that some black male YouTubers are upset about this because the men who are getting a divorce, these particular men they're talking about, are black men. So I guess they can, because he's black, I guess they feel they can relate to him. Okay, and now they're saying women only want a guy for a bag. Look, like I just said, life isn't fair, right? So we know how this goes. We're under a monetary system, capitalism, right? You need money for shelter, food, fresh water, clothes, to go to a nice school. You need money for damn near everything. Okay? No one wants to be poor. Nobody wants to live in poverty. Now, I don't see any men protesting this monetary system. I don't see any men saying we're going to remove the monetary system and go on a resource-based economy. No man is complaining about money from that. They're complaining about it. They always complain about not having enough of it, but they're never looking at the big picture, saying, why are we even under a monetary system? The planet gives everything we need. I'm not gonna get into that, but no man is not too many men I've met in my lifetime, the time I've been on this planet, has even talked about this. So men don't want women to date them for their money, but we're under a monetary system. So what do you think is going to happen when you go for a woman out of your fucking league? And that brings me to the next point. Why are you dating women who look so much better than you? You need to date a woman who is on the same look range. I remember doing a video talking about this. I was going to Planet Fitness, and a guy that worked there, I'm thinking I just would say hello to everyone that worked there when I come in and when I leave. And he ended up my first week getting enrolled there, trying to, come on. He asked me out to Starbucks, and I'm like, I have a boyfriend and everything. But this man was, I'm going to say between 5'3" and 5'4", maybe 5'2" and 5'4". That's how short he was. I'm 5'8", and when I wear heels, I'm 5'10". Okay, but even in my gym shoes, with the little height to my gym shoes, I'm about 5'8" and a half, almost 5'9" in my gym shoes. This man was about 5'3", 5'4". He clearly was about 20 years older than me. I'm 34. At the time, I think I was 33. So this man looked 50 at the very least. Okay. He had a little beer belly. He was extremely short. Anyway. What would make this man even think I would even fucking touch him? Okay, but that's what he want to go. And then people might say he thought she was in his league. No, he didn't, because he started telling me about, he said he was an IT guy and that he was trying to start his own IT business, and that people, when they see his home, they talk about how nice his home is, and he says, well, I worked so hard for it, and he kept looking at me to see my reaction. So he was trying to use his resources to pull me in, and that wasn't going to work because I have a boyfriend. I'm not a cheater. And let's pretend like I was single. If I was single, he still wouldn't have had a shot because I wasn't attracted to him. But he knew I was way out of his league, but he still tried to use his resources to lure me in. I don't give a fuck about your house. Okay, and that's the thing. These men. So I don't think Scottie Pippen's ugly, but everyone else do, so let's just go with that. Since Scottie Pippen is quote unquote ugly, then why did he get with a woman that he knew was way more attractive than him, and he knew she was there for the money? See, it's one thing if you don't know and a person's tricking you, but most women who are quote unquote gold diggers, they're there for the money. I mean, put it like this: when you didn't have any money, how did the women look that you was able to date then? Because I remember, correct me if I'm wrong, but Scottie Pippen, I think, had a black wife before this woman, and then he got with this woman after, because he had other kids. He didn't stay with her though, but he gets with this one and want to stay with her after allegedly getting publicly cheated on. He said he wanted to stay with her for the kids, but the first wife, he had kids with her. He didn't want to stay with her because of the kids. Why? It's because he thinks this one looks better. It's because this one's a different race than him. And see, that's why some of these black men are mad, because it's a woman, especially of another race, that's basically divorcing a black guy. Because if he was white, they wouldn't give a damn. But because he's black and she's not black, and they always want to sit there and brag about non-black women, say they're better, and they stick with you through thick and thin, and they support you and all that garbage. Because they say these things, when they have a non-black woman do them dirty in their mind, then they just get mad at all women. But no, why you get mad at all women? Won't you just get mad at non-black women? Because when black women do things, you want to say all black women are the same and all black women ain't shit, and then you say other races of women are great. But then you jump to other races of women and then they do you bad, and then instead of you just saying, well, I'm just not gonna date other races of women anymore, instead of saying that, you just say you just don't, all women ain't shit. I mean, it's guys on here talking about why you shouldn't get married. Men talking about MGTOW, that they agree with MGTOW, and these dudes are very upset over Scottie Pippen's wife. Oh, excuse me, soon to be ex-wife. I mean, all because, and I guess they're mad because Future allegedly slept with her, and they said it was public embarrassment. Now, I had a conversation with my boyfriend about this, and he made a comment. He says, well, she was disrespectful because if she did sleep with Future, she was out and about with him, and it was a public embarrassment. Opposed to, he says, with these athletes and some of these men, it's kind of assumed they're cheating. It's something that's not said or talked about, but everyone assumes they are cheating, but they're not out in public doing it. Okay, let me explain something to you men if you're listening to this about women. We don't give a damn if you're if you're doing it in public, it's just as bad, but now you're just trying to like publicly humiliate us. But we don't want to be cheated on, period. Do you know that? We don't want to get cheated on, period. We don't want to get cheated on at all. Whether you're out and about with her, whether you having her sneak over there at night. We don't want to get cheated on, just like, let me guess, you don't want to be cheated on. Okay, so how about you treat women the way that you want to fucking be treated? So now let's look at this. Do you expect me to believe that Scottie Pippen was faithful to her, especially when he was playing ball? I know retired NBA players, I'm pretty sure that she not alone when they were playing. So you think that he was faithful to this woman? Now I know what you're gonna say. Well, she was just there for the money anyway. You can say whatever the hell you want to say. When I guess they cancel each other out. She's just there for the money, and he was gonna be cheating on her the whole time because he has money. And let's make something clear. Whether a man is rich or poor, they all seem to have this desire to want to have sex with multiple women. But to me, when men have money, they have more of an arrogance with it. So it's more like, okay, you should expect me to cheat. Then they use their money as leverage. They'll use their money to take care of the women, or they'll use their money and say, well, I have money, I'm entitled to be with different women. So if he had that personality and that mindset, then he gravitated a woman who wanted him just for his money and didn't care that he cheated, and as a matter of fact used the fact that he was cheating to basically discard him when she was ready. I'm gonna paint a picture for you. Here's Scottie Pippen. People say he ugly. I don't think he is, but people say he's ugly. He gets with a woman. He doesn't stay with his first wife. He gets with another woman. This woman, I think, is younger than him. The woman that's about to divorce him, younger than him, happens to be a different race, but the race doesn't matter. Love comes in all colors. And they get together. She doesn't have no particular talent of her own and whatnot. So they get together, and he's cheating on her. Let me paint a picture for you. He's cheating on her because he's Scottie Pippen and he has money, and he can buy the women clothes and shoes and put them up in condos and apartments and buy them cars, and he could do it, in his mind, or he could just be dipping off cheating with different groupies. Okay, so here he has his wife. So he expects her to sit here and take it and accept it and be a wholesome good girl while he's running the streets, because she made a statement saying that she's not a gold digger, which I do think she's a gold digger though. That's just my opinion of her. But she said that he would leave her alone, a lot, and all that. Look, in my mind, she got with him for a come up. And yes, she got with him to secure the bag. That's what I believe. I don't know that for a fact. Maybe she did really love him, but how her demeanor is, I think she did it for the lifestyle. And a lot of men are upset about this. Well, you wouldn't run into this, fellas, if you would stop. Well, you probably still run into it, but you wouldn't run into it as much if you do two things. if you treat a woman with respect and not cheat on her, and if you get and number two, if you get a woman that's on your same look range, that this will reduce this on your same look range. And oh no, it'll be maybe 3 or 4 things. Okay, the first thing, the way you can reduce this is to get a woman on your same look range. If you're a 5, get with another 5, maybe a 6, but don't, because if she's a 5 or 6, she can still fix herself up to look maybe like a 7. Okay, so get a woman in your look range. Also treat her with respect, meaning don't cheat on her. And if you are going to cheat, you should have an open relationship to where she can cheat too. That would be the respectable thing to do. Number 3, don't use your money as leverage to have control over her. So you don't want her to date you for your money, but you use your money to disrespect her. And what do you, I know you might say, what do I mean by disrespect her? Well, disrespect her by saying, well, because I have money, I'm entitled to cheat, and I know you're not going to go anywhere because you like this lifestyle. Okay, so when you use your money, fellas, to lure women in, because they know a lot of women like money, but women just like a nice lifestyle, and they want it from a guy that they really want it with. So if every man was to be super ambitious and have a lot of money, this is just my opinion, if every man on this planet was super ambitious and had a lot of money, I think things would be better, because then the women, they won't have to worry about going for money, because all the guys have money, so they could just go strictly off of how the guy looking and if their personality matches and how he treats her. But that'll be a fairy tale, right? So if you take somebody like Scottie Pippen, who probably used his money to lure her in because he knew she liked the money, he got this younger woman, blah, 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 or whatever. I think she's younger, right? So when you project that kind of thing into the universe, where you're going after somebody that you know, if you didn't have the money, wouldn't want you, and you know that, or you feel looks better than you, and that's younger than you, and this person's not bringing nothing to the table but their looks, and you know that the women that you were able to talk to before the money didn't look nothing like her, if you go after this person, you're asking for trouble. Okay, and you're asking, so you're going to gravitate somebody who's just with you for your money. It's impossible for you to be unfair in the way you're picking a mate, but then you expect them to be fair. So what did he want? So what do men want? They want to look like shit, excuse my language, but look like shit, and just have money, and then get a really pretty woman, but want her to stick around when the money leaves. Well then, okay, why would she do that? If she's with you for the money, now you want her to be with you not for the money, well then you would have to look more attractive. This is how this goes. Like, look, fellas, you're not going to be able to get around this. Okay, just like women, we certain things we're not going to be able to get around. As much as we try, and we want things to be more quote unquote fair, we're not going to be able to get around certain things. And certain things you just can't avoid. So one of those things is, okay, if you're on a dating scene, you have to go after someone who's on the same look range. If you don't do that, it has to be a trade-off. So you might be doing good financially, and then you might get a person that looks better than you, but you have to understand it's a trade-off. You have to understand they're with you for the money. So once the money leaves, or if they find somebody who looks better than you and have more money, or who just look better than you and they've already accumulated money from you, they're gone. So let's talk about her. A lot of men are upset that she's not the only woman who allegedly has done this in their eyes, where they've married a guy they didn't want, been with him for about 10 years plus, however long they've been together, then they divorce, and then she has the money from him, and then she's able to be with the man she do want, I guess like Future or another guy that she wants to blow out her back. Okay, and they don't think this is fair. I mean, let's think about this for a second. Especially if they've signed a prenup, it is fair, because if they sign a prenup, it was a set amount of money she's supposed to give when they divorce, and if she only gets that, it is fair. Okay, if she has custody of the kids and he pays, I guess he would have to pay spousal. Well, I guess he have to pay whatever the prenup said, and I don't know if the prenup would include child support. So let's say she has custody of the kids and then she gets the child support. That's fair, but I think he's trying to go for custody so you don't have to pay her child support, because he knows she's just going to be getting that money, living a good life, and dating other men. So in his mind, she's going to be able to live a good life and be, excuse my language, fucking other men, and with the money he got, meaning she might be giving other men money, taking them shopping, or she just might take that money and get her own home and have guys in and out the house. And so he'll be upset about this. Well, this is what you signed up for. you have a lot of money. So with a lot of money comes a lot of responsibility, Scottie Pippen. So you didn't want to be with your first wife. You decided to get another wife who I think is younger than you. Let everybody else tell it looks a lot better than you. She didn't have any particular skill when she got with you, and you leveraged your money to get with her. So when you leverage your money to get somebody, the money is going to always be the focal point in a relationship. So the money determines your relationship. So when the money leaves, she leaves. That's just how this goes. And men are upset about this. Well, then stop fucking using your money to get women and stop cheating on women. Start treating them with some fucking respect, because we all know women first go for looks and how guys treat her. Ask any little 5 or 10-year-old girl why she has a crush on a particular guy. It's going to usually be 100% chance it's going to be, he's cute. I think he's cute. She doesn't say, oh, because he buys me candy and this and that. No, it's because he's cute and she likes his personality. Okay, so when men start treating women with fucking respect, and stop thinking that, oh, because I have money, or even if they're broke, because the broke ones like this too, or because I'm a man, I'm entitled to sleep with different women. No, what it is, you have a high ass sex drive, and you're not disciplined enough to control the motherfucker. So because you can't control it, you feel you should be able to be with other women, but then you want to keep her on a tight leash, your main girl, while you out there cheating. Well, when you behave like that, you treat women like a piece of meat, and you don't look at them as human beings with feelings, then this is what you get. You get gold diggers. These men are creating gold diggers. Gold diggers aren't born, they're made. Men are creating gold diggers. When they start loving women, treating them with respect, and stop with this fucking double standard of I can do and I can sleep with whoever I want, but you can't because you're a woman. No, that's a double standard. That's bullshit. And if Scottie Pippen was cheating on her the whole time and leaving her alone, what he think was gonna happen? Now, she could be lying about the whole thing, but I do think he didn't cheat. Hell yeah. Especially he was in the NBA. You think he didn't fucking cheat? I mean, come on, man. Like, let's be realistic here. All those groupies and on the road, he's always gone. Who was he having sex when he was on the road? Oh, he was celibate? I don't think so. Okay, none of them are celibate when they're on the road. Okay. And this is, and these women know this. Their wives know this. So Scottie Pippen, in my opinion, just like any other man, you set yourself up, and I don't feel bad for them. And not because I'm a woman. I don't feel bad because they're leveraging their money to get something that's out of their league physically. And they know she's there for the money. Like, they know. So the money, when you use the money to get a person who genuinely doesn't want you and would not be with you if you didn't have the money, then the money becomes the focal point. And so the money determines your relationship. So once the money leaves, she leaves. Now, people are saying his money's lower now. I don't know. I think he still has money. So if the money's still there, people might say, well, why is she divorcing? Well, then obviously it's not for money reasons. Well, it could be, okay, if he still has a lot of money, but she still divorced him, then it just could be that she doesn't want to be with him anymore. And obviously the money's not an issue, because I think someone said, he has more money, Scottie Pippen does, than Future. So then explain why she'll divorce. They're saying it's because she's trying to secure the bag. I mean, if she's his wife, she has the bag. Idiots. I mean, if she's married to him, she's in his will, all that. I mean, I will hope she's in his will. I mean, she's his wife. So life insurance, just all that. So she has the bag, but they're saying, oh, she divorced so she can get half the money and then be the man she want to be with. Okay, yeah, because he used his money to get with her. I don't know if he was her type physically before. How do we even know she technically liked black men before she got with him? Yeah, you see her with Future because now she's used to screwing a black guy. She's been screwing Scottie Pippen for years. That's her husband. So she's used to black men. But how do we know if before that, she was into black men, or maybe she targets black men because she know that they're put on a pedestal because she's of another race. We don't know what her mindset is. Okay, we don't know. But what I'm saying is that if she is divorcing to secure the bag, it's only because she doesn't want to be with him anymore for whatever reason, and she wants her half of the money so she go off with her life. And these dudes are very upset about this. And like I said, to men, gold diggers aren't born, they're made. Just remember that.